We ready?
Yo, oh my goodness, guys. Holy crap. Oh my god, y'all. I cannot help it but be so freaking hype about this suit. Oh my god.
We ready?
Ah, my goodness. It looks like a mix of all of the Spider-Man suits that came before. Like, you see a little bit of Andrew, you see a little bit of Toby, you see a little bit of Tom. Like, the emblem in the middle kind of reminds me a little bit of Andrew a little. The blue color, oh my god, y'all. Like, this is definitely a different suit than the end of No Way Home, but yo, this looks amazing. And Tom looks so hype at the beginning of the video, jumping to get ready. What's going on, Stop Bot? Good to see you. Oh my goodness. Oh man. Holy smokes.
We ready?
Oh my goodness. Oh my god, y'all. That is so amazing. Now, there's a couple other details here that we can see. When you're this close, you can see down here, you can see the web shooters. You can see them a little far away, but you can see the web shooters here. But yeah, the new suit looks amazing, looking like it matches the style that they're going for with Spider-Man Brand New Day, more street level, more street team Spider-Man suit, man. I am so here for this. I'm so here for this, man. Oh my god. Oh, it looks so good, y'all. Oh my goodness. It just looks great. Now, the No Way Home suit had a little bit of like a lighterish blue. This looks a little different, and the webbing wasn't as raised. This looks awesome. This looks just like a comic book. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It looks kind of like Andrew's, a little bit like kind of got the raised webbing from Toby a little. Like, it kind of almost looks like they brought together suits from like all of the different Spider-Man suits. I really like it a lot. I like how it feels like a blend, a merge of styles from Spider-Mans of the past, Spider-Man of the past, Spider-Mans. But yeah, it looks awesome. And yeah, it does have that Andrew Garfield. I was thinking Toby at first, but then the more I look at it, I'm like, well, it's got an Andrew Garfield kind of vibe to it. And I wonder if part of that is just like his inspiration came from them coming over. Man, oh my god, guys. I know it's only 22 seconds, but yo, we can watch this all day. I can watch this all day, y'all. Oh my gosh.
We ready?
Holy smokes, y'all. I think what I like most about it is it just feels like a mature suit for Tom's Spider-Man. I feel like it feels like, okay, we looking at an adult now. You know what I mean? Like, we're not stuck in like the high school stuff. We're not doing teenage Peter Parker. This is like an adult, mature Peter Parker. Also, Daniel RPK just reported that this is going to be like a more mature take on Spider-Man. So, yo, we already got a darker tone to this. It looks like it's going to be match the style of the movie. What's going on, John Elite? Are the moving eyes on the mask gone from this suit? I'm not sure. We haven't seen the mask. So this is just the suit only for now. But it looks great. Honestly, they didn't show any of this yesterday. Like, it was just like his shoulders or something, because we didn't see none of that blue yesterday. But you can see that beautiful darker blue. This looks a lot different than the end of No Way Home. The end of No Way Home, remember, you guys, it was like a brighter blue. And I think there was like even a little bit more blue on the suit. The webbing was a little more muted, but it looks like way more emphasized here. It's the same Spidey suit. No, it's not the same. Unless the lighting is just super low, like it's not the same, because the blue just looks way darker on this suit. Yeah, it's just a darker look to this suit. Now, it could be a lighting thing. Maybe I'm just looking at it and I'm like, oh, the lighting's a little, but I think that's a different suit. Yeah, I want them to reveal the mask as well. I'm like, yo, give us that mask, baby. We gonna get a new mask too? Oh man, that looks awesome. Yeah, the webbing just looks so much more like thick and more detailed. It could just be dark lighting though, John Elite. Maybe it's the same suit, but let me see. I actually have a window open with the suit from the last one. So see, this is the No Way Home suit. I was looking. I'm like, well, that's got a much lighter blue to it. Like this is a way lighter blue. That clip and music was already dark enough. Yeah, they really are going for like that street level. Like you're bringing in Punisher. They got Hulk coming in this thing. They're really going for like a more street level. Yeah, the arachnature is like way like more like toned down piano. Like the vibe here is just it's just like way darker, way grittier. Like Spidey's hitting the streets. Spidey's out here, y'all. Spidey's doing his crime fighting thing. I prefer the web shooters just because that's how it was in the comics, and to me the web shooters like display his brilliance. Like Peter Parker is a brilliant kid, and I think that the web shooters do a better job of like displaying that he's like such a smart individual. Though the organic web I thought that was a cool thing to differentiate Raimi's Spider-Man with the comics and the other Spider-Man that came before him. Well, not many. There was that live action TV show. But I think it was like cool to make something unique. Spider-Man versus Doctor Doom. Oh, it's gotta happen. It's gotta happen, man. Peter's gotta pull that suit or pull that mask off, or at least Tony Stark. Wow, y'all. Victor Von Doom's gonna take the mask off, and he's gonna be like shook. Man, like my old mentor, my Mr. Stark, man. Mr. Stark. That's gonna be so dark. Oh my goodness. No, this is real. This is real, Daniel. This is posted by the Sony account, the Spider-Man movie account. This is real. Look at Tom, y'all. He hype. Do you want to see 3 Spider-Man? Nah. In Doomsday. Maybe more in Secret Wars. I kind of want Doomsday to focus on the characters we've been building up here, so I would rather them appear in Secret Wars. But if they do appear in Doomsday, I'm not gonna be mad. Don't get me wrong. I'm not gonna be like, well, cancel. But I'd be happy as a little bug in the rug. Don't get me wrong here. Sorry, seeing another one here. We'll let this just keep playing, y'all. Organic Webs actually made sense. He was bit by radio. Yeah, I think that for the Raimi trilogy, it really worked. I mean, I think it was cool. I liked it for that Spider-Man specifically. But like I said, I like the web, like the building of the web shooters, because there's something about Peter Parker being cooking down in the lab that I just really enjoy a lot. Superman versus Spider-Man. I mean, shit, with the way Marvel and DC is going, we might get there, man. Hell, I know this sounds crazy to say, but I mean, it might happen at some point. Sorry, y'all. Scooch up here. Yeah, okay. So I was noticing that like it's a dark lighting. I don't know though. This looks like a different blue to me. Like this doesn't look like the same blue from No Way Home. That looks like a different, darker blue. Even in a bright light, it still doesn't look like the blue from No Way Home. The blue from No Way Home was like a way... Here, I've got another. Like, that was just like a way brighter blue, dude. Like, I think that's a different suit. It has the same kind of style with the blue under the... Like, the blue that falls, like, at the side of the suit. But I think that's a different suit, man. I just think the blue is different. Let's see. Yeah. It looks very similar, but I think it's a little different. I think it's a little darker. Kind of has like an Andrew Garfield vibe. Yeah. Oh my God. Nathaniel. I would be so hyped to see this, man. Like, this is one of those, like, we've been waiting all our lives for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, yo, we've been waiting and waiting for that. Waiting and waiting. All of our lives. Oh my goodness. Favorite Spider-Man? Tom Holland, I think. So I grew up with Toby. That was my Spider-Man. That was my first Spider-Man. Toby's my Spider-Man. But like, I would say like my favorite cast, just as like a Spider-Man super fan, definitely Tom. I think he just nails both the roles really well. I think Andrew and Toby both have their faults, and Tom has some too. But like, I just feel like Tom to me represents perfectly both Peter Parker and Spider-Man very, very well. So I just think he gets the alter ego and both of them very, very well. Yeah, for real. It's about time, right? What's not gonna be nice about this movie is like, I know people are like, I've seen some chatter online of people like upset that like Tom Holland always has like a co-star and always has somebody that's in the movie with him and doesn't run solo. I think that's something I really like about his Spider-Man. I think I like the team ups. I think I like the other characters being involved because we've had one trilogy and another duology full of Spider-Man just running alone. Like, so I like and welcome Spider-Man working with more characters. Spider-Man having like interactions on screen with Hulk, who he's gonna have to take down, y'all. Y'all saw those like the director of photography put up a couple of stills from comic books, and he's like taking on the Hulk. I'm like, yeah, I want to see Spider-Man interact with more Marvel characters. I know that some people think is still in the spotlight away from Tom. I don't think so at all. I think it's just another actor that wants to work with Tom. And I heard from some friends that people just love working with Tom Holland. So people want to work with him. John Bernthal and him, I think they had their screen tests around the same time or like helped each other with their screen tests or something like that. And yeah, like he wants to work with him, dude. Like, I just think they want to work with Tom, and I don't think that's a problem. I enjoy other Marvel characters appearing in the Spider-Man movies. Go back and watch Homecoming. Go ahead and hit a timer on Tony Stark's scenes. I promise you it'll hit like 12 minutes. And that movie's like, what, 2 hours? Tony Stark doesn't pop up that much. Yeah, I played this. I'm dating myself here. I played the Spider-Man PS1 game. Y'all remember that Spider-Man that was on? So I think it was called Sony Spider-Man or whatever. It was on PlayStation 1. Played the fuck out of that, and several other Spider-Man games. Then they got up here. Yeah, I think they're gonna be in Secret Wars. For me, it's Toby, Tom, and Andrew. Oh, is that your ranking or? Yeah, I feel that. I think Toby is Tom, Toby, Andrew for me, so I feel that. I know this is like late, but I wouldn't mind Andrew Garfield getting another Spider-Man. Like, here's the thing is that if Sony told me we're scrapping the Venomverse or all these movies are leading up to them battling Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man, holy shit, I'd be on board like crazy. But Sony opted to make a stupid villain verse instead of just giving Andrew Garfield another movie. You could have made the Amazing Spider-Man 3, and instead we want to make these dumb, stupid Madam Webs and Venom 3s and all this bullshit. If I've learned anything from MCU Spider-Man, I'm not getting attached to the Spider-Man suit. Yeah, he's gonna change like halfway through the movie. Remember they advertised the hell out of that black suit in No Way Home? They had like all these pictures and toys and all this stuff, and then that suit is in the movie for like 2 seconds. It's like that one scene with him trying to help get a couple villains through. I'm like, yo, that's some messed up shit. For you. So all of them, hey, stop by. I like them all too. Let's see here. Can you guess what movie? What? Can I guess a movie about Spider-Man? Sorry, I'm not sure I understand the question. Yeah, no, none of his movies is cool if he has team ups sometimes. No, like I said, Monster YT, I had to disagree. I think Tom Holland Spider-Man, first off, I don't think Homecoming's a team up. I know a lot of people and posters have Iron Man on there and stuff. He's in the movie for like 12 minutes. So I don't really count that as a team up. He helped them during the ship scene. He calls them at one point, and then he calls them after the Vulture after he beats Vulture. So I just think a lot of people recall Homecoming as like a team up, and it's not. He's not swinging with Iron Man through like scene after scene. Iron Man's not in 40 minutes in the movie, 50 minutes in the movie. That's not really a team up in my opinion. Honestly, I can say the same for Far From Home because Jake Gyllenhaal is the villain. So really, No Way Home is his only team up movie. Feels like a love letter to live action. Yeah, it looks like they've got so many elements of different live action suits. Like we can see the blue here. And then, yeah, this looks so much like Andrew's. But then you kind of have this like raised webbing look like Toby's. I'm curious to see the mask now. Now I want to look at us asking for more. Now I want to see the mask. Yeah, I just feel like they mixed them all together very well. I agree with that. Outlaw Zorro. By the way, Zorro is my favorite One Piece character, so I love that profile picture in your name. But yeah, I just feel like it just feels like it's paying homage to the Spider-Man of the past. It feels like a nice little ode to them. And the neck even, it just looks awesome. Like I can't front. It looks great. Tom might get the symbiote. Yeah, they might because it's still crawling around. So that came over from that's the only thing Venom dropped off. So hey, that's very, very true. Excuse for Tom to become more villainous. Ooh, that would be crazy. Could y'all imagine Spider-Man working with Dr. Doom in the Venom suit? I hope not. Our boy Spidey gotta be. He a good guy, y'all. Good guy Spidey, man. We don't want Spider-Man out here wrecking down, destroying things. But I can see it. A little manipulation to his side. What's going on, Starbot? What is Sipdam? I have no idea. Then they tease the Sinister Six at the end of Amazing Spider-Man 2. Yes. Remember the there's somebody in a cloak who was that? I think it was Peter's dad or something. No, who was that in the cloak? Somebody's like walking through this hallway, and there's like this Dr. Octopus's like machine arms and like all these other suits and stuff. Yeah, they set up the Sinister Six like to be in the next movie, and we never got to it. Imagine Spider-Man gets symbiote. Yeah, that would be crazy. No, here's what I'll say about Venom 3. Venom 3 was easily my favorite out of the three of them. Like, I think that it was cool to see the different symbiotes and all the battling and stuff. That was dope. I'm not going to front. Did I think it was a good movie? No. But I did think that it was the best out of the Venom trilogy for me. I had a good time. I won't front. Copied the Batman. Here's the thing is good artist copy, great artist steal. I think that a lot of people were wanting to see the suit. A lot of people were probably Googling like suit reveal. So they took full advantage and were like, hey man, we're going to go ahead and reveal that suit, y'all. I think that's a good idea on Sony's marketing team. Cause hell, they gotta eat too. Third act, Peter's going to reveal the anti-Hulk Spider-Man costume. Right. And he's going to wear it one time and we'll never see it again. And the black suit he wore, it was just like his suit inside out. I was like, really, bro? Y'all had all this advertising for that black suit. Everybody was like, yo, that suit looks dope. It was on a trailer thumbnail even. Dude, he barely uses that suit. Yep, was only when Tom first meets Electro. That's it. And then we never see it again. And it was like his suit flipped inside out because it got dirty. The worst Spider-Man movie to me, Amazing Spider-Man 2. I know some people are going to hate me for that. I know some people really like that movie, and I don't blame you if you do. I think it's a decent Spider-Man movie, but not the Spider-Man movie for me. Ugh. Yeah, the Electro Sandman scene. Gosh, I got to watch No Way Home again. I don't agree here. I know a lot of people want to run with like the Iron Man Jr., Iron Boy Jr. narrative. I don't agree. I think it's just a kid who wanted to impress his mentor, but also a kid who loved being Spider-Man, who loved being on the streets. He's like calling Happy. He's like, hey, I'm here. Call me in, Chief. Tap me in. And then by the end of Homecoming, he's a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. He's like, hey, you know what? I don't need to be in the Avengers, and then goes on to be in Avengers Infinity War. But he's like, yo, I don't need to be in the Avengers. I'm just going to protect the neighborhood. That to me was like a really awesome, like full circle moment for that character. I just don't get like the Iron Boy Jr. narrative, but that's just me. No Way Home was a team up with Doctor Strange. Yeah, I think Doctor Strange, 3 Spideys, like that's your Spider-Man team up. Every MCU Spider-Man has to feature an MCU character that isn't Spider-Man. Oh, it is? Oh. Huh. I didn't know that. That's crazy. It wouldn't surprise me because, I mean, Sony's just trying to make as much money as possible, and they have the rights to Spider-Man. So if that's in the contract where it's like, okay, you get to borrow one, but you got to have another one of your people, I get it then, I guess. Yeah, his life is terrible. Terrible. That man, he in a dusty little apartment, listening to the police scanners, done lost all his friends and shit. This man is in disarray. Like, shit. He's probably going to class. He's like, I don't got no friends. I don't. And think about it. He doesn't want any at this point because of what happened in Spider-Man No Way Home. He doesn't want that to happen again. So I'm sure he's keeping to himself. He's probably just like, no. Like any conversations or whatever. He's just kind of withdrawing himself from. I definitely could see that happening here. Who do we think Sadie Sink is, y'all? Because I think she might be Gwen Stacy. Oh wow. Okay, here's a great question on that note. How would you feel if Sadie Sink is Tobey Maguire's daughter in Spider-Man 4 next year? I think that it would be cool for comic book fans. I think we would absolutely go like nuts. I'm wondering from a general audience standpoint, is that the safest bet? Is that the safest route to go? Because will people get confused? Will people be like, wait, what? Like she's Toby's daughter, but she's from another universe. Like it just might throw people off. You're talking about the gentleman in those Amazing Spider-Man. Yeah, that dude in the trench coat. I was like, who was that? Was that supposed to be Doc Ock or was your favorite Spider-Man, worst Spider-Man movie? Favorite Spider-Man movie, No Way Home. Are we including animated? Because if we're including animated, Into the Spider-Verse. Sorry. I love No Way. Well, oh gosh, that's so hard. I'm gonna just give the slight edge to Into the Spider-Verse, but No Way Home's right there. Cross the Spider-Verse is also right there. 2A, 2B situation, but number one, that Into the Spider-Verse was just incredible. I came out of Across the Spider-Verse and I was like, okay, this is my number one favorite. But I watched it Into the Spider-Verse again. I was just like, man, this is just hard to top. It's hard to top. Yeah, I mean, look, man, I like Venom 3. I thought it was okay. Let's see here. Tom Holland Spider-Man was in post-credit in Venom 2. Yeah, on the TV. When he was like licking that TV and he was like, I was like, damn, bro. Like you drooling over Spider-Man. So they gotta connect the dots. Best Holland suit so far, he said, has been Civil War. I think my favorite one I've seen him in was actually, weird to say this, the Far From Home, where it had the black sides. I thought that was really sleek. That was my favorite of Holland so far, the Far From Home one. Favorite Spider-Man movie is No Way Home. Don't blame me at all. Phenomenal Spider-Man movie. You bring in all the live action Spideys, all of them help out this Spider-Man realize who he is, get through his traumas, get back out there running on the streets. If you make your own Spider-Man movie, what is your movie going to be about? It's a loaded question, Daniel, but I think if I had the chance to make my own Spider-Man movie, I would definitely make the Street team up. So I would absolutely have him team up with Daredevil and go against Kingpin. Spider-Man needs a sidekick. So I'm not going to say this is a sidekick because it's a mentor-mentee situation, but I mean, Miles Morales, when he's becoming Spider-Man, he's working with Peter Parker. I think that once the Spider-Verse movies end, they can finally introduce Miles, because y'all know that that's the contract stipulation. They can't work with Miles live action. Okay, Mega Minty Man. There's so much potential to play around with RDJ and Tom. Both started off as great heroes, now they turn into completely different people. Yeah, that could be a really awesome exploration of their characters and the changes to come. Man, we going crazy in the comments, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm kind of behind. Okay. Playing a new character, okay, so that's the rumor about Sadie Sink. She's playing a new character they haven't introduced named Carly Cooper. That would be kind of crap, but I could see it happening. How does Doctor Strange's line of every Spider-Man villain dies in their universe? Yeah, how does Doctor Strange's line of every Spider-Man villain dies in their universe and No Way Home makes sense if Lizard or Sandman didn't die in their respective universes? Well, I don't think they died because they saved them, remember? And when they went back, like, I don't think they died. I don't think the villains died. Let me see. Who do you want Tom Holland's Spider-Man's new love interest? I think now's the time to introduce Gwen Stacy, but God, it's gonna be tragic if she dies next movie. Like, I was like, yeah, you can introduce Gwen Stacy now, but my goodness, like, she dies next movie, it's going to be a fucking tragedy. Some of the people who worked on Madam Web and Morbius are, oh no, oh my God, that's tragic, man. I feel bad for the Legend of Zelda movie now. I'm like, no, dude. Like, we don't want them. We don't want any of them people touching any movies, period. I'm just going to say it. We don't want them working on nothing. Spider-Man needs a red Lamborghini. Need a girlfriend. Nah, I don't need to see Spidey with the chain, man. Does Zendaya count? Yeah, I mean, Zendaya is not going to be his love interest next movie just because of the whole mind wipe thing. But I would love for her to be the love interest at the end of the day. You also got the Venom symbiote. Yep. So I think the Venom symbiote, I don't think is coming in until Spider-Man 5 with Tom Holland. So the next, not Brand New Day, but after Brand New Day, because you got to think about it. We got Punisher in this thing. We got Hulk in this thing. We got Mr. Negative is rumored. Boomerang, Tarantula. I mean, Scorpion just got confirmed. So it's just kind of like, all right, well, let's hold on. The Venom thing would be great for Tom Holland at the end, I think. Spidey has to cook up a great trade to get Vulture. Yeah, because my goodness, I'm like, I love Michael Keaton as Vulture. I hate that he was wasted at the end of Morbius. What a waste. Give me 1 second though, y'all. I gotta just clip this real quick and we'll get this posted. Just gotta clip the reaction. I usually clip them straight from the live stream. Who do you think that Lisa is playing? So yeah, she's confirmed to be in iHeart. She's definitely she's been cast for sure. I don't know. I was thinking about that. I was like, I don't know. She could be in some relation. This is just my speculation. She could be in some sort of, like, she could be the mother of Scorpion. She could be the mother of or I was thinking, hold on. Wait 1 second. Because I don't want to say something out of turn. Let me just look something up, y'all. Lisa Colon Zayas. Okay, so maybe not. I was gonna say maybe she's Miles's aunt or grandmother, but I was like, she's too young to be his grandmother. I didn't think she was old enough, so I had to look that up. Yeah, I was like, maybe Miles's aunt or something, but that's just my guess. Wild guess. I'm thinking maybe not mom, but like maybe some relation to Miles Morales. Man, Monster YT and me are just disagreeing this morning. I don't think that means that Gwen Stacy can't appear. I don't think that that's what that means. I think he's just not going to repeat like Lizard and all that stuff. I don't think that means Gwen Stacy can't be in the movie. Madam Web was so bad. They're not making any more of that. I can tell you this much. They're not making any more of that. No more of that. We're done with the Madam Webs of the world. If they do a Gwen Stacy, they don't have to kill her. They could do the Spider-Gwen thing, which was a rumor at one point that Sadie Sink was gonna be Spider-Gwen. That could be cool. I just wonder if it would have people really confused. Like, would people be confused about that? Is maybe my concern, I guess you could say. I'm like, would people be confused? Would they get it? Would they understand? No. It's not a bad thing. I think we're healthily disagreeing though, because I just don't agree with that. Sorry. I was gonna say Miles' mom, but I was just like, I think she's maybe a touch too old. But yeah, I mean, hell, she looks good. She could play like 40. No. Tom's got maybe 1 or 2 more movies. Tired of Spider-Gwen being put in everything. Well, she's in the Spider-Man, Spider-Verse movies, and she's gonna be in that Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and I like that. I like that. I would like for it to be. I would like for it to be Spider-Gwen. Now that I think about it, I'm like, well, shit, that would be kind of cool. Only thing then is if they have her swinging in and helping Tom Holland Spider-Man, everybody, the internet's gonna go crazy. Oh my god, he can't fight alone. Oh my god. Like the internet's gonna go crazy and get pissed off because he can't fight alone. He can't. Tom has to run the street solo, and I'm like, okay. Like, all right. Marvel is breastfeeding us this month. Oh my goodness, for real. They are literally just like titty out. Yeah, Tom is getting another trilogy. Yep, 4, 5, 6. Why they keep killing off Spider-Man, Uncle Ben? Well, they haven't in this one, in this Tom Holland trilogy. So I'm glad we haven't had to see that again for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, we had that in the Tobey's trilogy and then the Andrew duology. We don't need to see it. Keep seeing it. Yeah, that's true. Never too old. Let's see. I just think Rio is like usually a little younger, but shit, maybe she is Miles' mother. That would be crazy. Just to start planting those seeds, man. Like, if they could just plant those seeds and start kind of slowly getting us Miles Morales, people, anybody, anything, any references, maybe Peter bumps in and meets him. I mean, if that could be, I was thinking that could have been in post-credit. Like, maybe he just bumps into Miles and meets a kid named Miles Morales. Remember, he might even volunteer. Wasn't Aunt May volunteering at the soup kitchen? Yeah, she was volunteering where. Yes, Peter volunteers there. He bumps into a younger kid named Miles. Boom. There's your connection. They've messed up every supporting character, and they left out important supporting characters. Yeah, so we haven't seen like Green Goblin. Like, we haven't seen like Spider-Man's usual supporting cast, right? Like, we haven't seen Gwen Stacy. We haven't seen like Norman Osborn. Like, yeah, I feel that. We haven't seen like his usuals. Harry Osborn. We haven't seen Gwen yet. I like Michelle Jones. I don't know. I know people feel some way about her being renamed, but I think Michelle Jones is perfect as MJ. That's just me. But yeah, I feel you. They've had like some of Spider-Man's crucial supporting cast. We haven't seen Black Cat yet. Like, we haven't seen like Spider-Man supporting players, but it makes me wonder if it's like a contractual thing between Sony and Marvel, between Sony and Disney's Marvel. Because I just think that maybe it's possible that they're like, hey, you can use that character, but you can't use this. Like, it sounds to me like it might be a contractual thing. Spider-Man, how many movies will Tom go? I think 3. 3. So you're gonna get 3 more. You're gonna get this next trilogy. So 4. This is 4. You'll get a 5th one and a 6th one, and then he'll pass on the baton. That's just what I think, because then by that time, Beyond the Spider-Verse will have come out. They'll be done with the animated films. So we'll see. Let me go back, guys. Whew, I've been playing this for like 30 minutes straight. Give me a second, guys. Sorry, I just need to cut this. Okay. We got Ned Leeds instead of Harry Osborn. Yeah, from Miles Morales' stories. But I think I like Ned. I like Ned, dude. I think that I do want to see a Harry Osborn at some point, but I like Ned. Shouldn't be confused with Spider-Gwen. Well, the general audiences, I could tell you, they're not watching Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So I think, if anything, they'll make the connection from Spider-Verse. But here's what's going to be confusing. Oh, is that from Spider-Verse? Oh, is that the one from Spider-Verse? Oh, it's not. Well, okay. I think it's possible that it can 100% work. Like, maybe I'm just bullshitting, but I just think there'll be a little confused, just a little bit, just a little. You might not be wrong, D Monster, because honestly, they might be like, yeah, we're holding on to Miles for dear life. You can have Peter. Go ahead, but. Miles can't appear in the MCU. Yeah, so it won't be live action. Thank you, D Monster, for the corrections. Thank you. We appreciate it here. Nope, I'm talking about Genki. You're right. 100%. 100%. Appreciate you. Thank you. Miles can't appear in the MCU Sony. Yep. So yeah, Kevin Feige was saying it's because of the animated running, the Miles Morales animation. But I think you guys might be right. I don't recall them talking about a live action on the Sony end, but maybe they are. I had like a wild theory that Miles would be the Spider-Man of that villain verse, but that never happened. But I definitely could see them being like, you know what? We're gonna take Miles, and you can have Peter over there, have him as long as you want, but we're leasing him out to you. But Miles is that's our guy. We're gonna hold on to him. Deadpool versus Wolverine, absolutely loved it. I want to see Deadpool and Spider-Man. Yes, I'm going that wild. I'm going comic booky as hell. I want to see Deadpool and Spider-Man. All this Spider-Gwen talk, and then there's me and the 3 other people left wanting to update on the Silk show. Dude, I feel like that Silk show is just dead in the water, man. It's just like, what a mess. They should have been had that. I mean, Silk could have been in the damn Spider-Man villain movies. Come on. Like, you got so many Spider-Man characters, and they just opt to have these villain movies. Just the goofiest shit ever. I want Marvel to get the Spider-Man rights back from Sony. Never going to happen. I'm sorry, Thomas. They're never letting that go. Ever. Sony is never letting go. They've got these games. They've got the movies. They got the Spider-Verse. They're never letting go. Never. They will never let go. So as much as I agree with you, I would love to have Marvel just have the Spider-Man rights back and proceed to make more Spider-Man content on their own without Sony's interference. Sony is never, ever giving that up. They're never giving it up. Sony's like, nope. Oh, you're making another Spider-Man movie? Okay, great. Well, little Miss Amy is going to be out there producing as well. Like, dude, no. Amy Pascal is not letting that go. Till he's 90. Yeah, I was talking with somebody yesterday, and I think I asked a couple of friends yesterday. I was like, hey, like, who do you guys want to see as the new Wolverine? And they were like, well, Hugh could still do it. And I'm like, do we really want to stay with Hugh forever? Like, I like Hugh, don't get me wrong. That is Wolverine, bro. Like, that's synonymous, but do we want to have Hugh forever? Like, we got to change it up at some point. Yeah, and I just don't think she's going nowhere, man. Amy Pascal's getting her name on all these movies. Yo, so funny you talk about Taron Egerton. I just saw a interview with him talking about it, and he was like, I don't know that I want to do it now. He said a few years ago when the rumors started and stuff, it was like really, really cool, but like he said, nothing has come of it, nothing's happened since then. So he just pretty much feels like, let me see if I can find that. Because I was just watching it on YouTube the other day, and I can at least show you. He was like really just kind of like, I don't know about this at this point. Ooh, yo, I fuck with that. Dak Montgomery would be great. Holy shit. Let's see. I don't think I have that video. Oh, here we go. Let me see if I can share this.
And frankly, even if, if they do whatever it is, if they were to do it, um, there's some big shoes to fill. And also, as you may have alluded to earlier in this conversation, I don't know that I want that much attention on me, frankly.
Right. That's a life changer.
Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know that that would do me any good, man. I love acting and I love making films and I love the TV work I've been a part of. But I am very comfortable with the level it is at now, where I get asked for a selfie, maybe a couple of times a day. The other thing that people experience, I just don't know that I'm built for it.
Yeah, so he's like pretty much done. Like that's I really liked the Taron Egerton as Wolverine idea, but yeah, he's like, dude, I'm not. Nah. He don't want to be bothered. He out here. He got his acting career already, like, he's already established. Cause back when he was like, eggsy and shit and all that, like maybe he would have been like, yeah, I'm down, but like this man's already established. He's done. Like he's like, nah, I'm not trying to have all that attention on me. All this like paparazzi, they're gonna be like, oh my god, Wolverine. I'm sure if people see Tom, excuse me, if people see Tom in public, they're like, oh my god, it's Spider-Man. Like, I'll tell you guys a story here that happened recently here in Denver, Colorado, this past November 2024. I was going to Denver Film Festival, and I cover that every single year here. It's our local film festival in Denver. And Anthony Mackie actually was in a movie that was shot here in Boulder, Colorado, and based in Boulder, Colorado. So he came out for the premiere, and he came out. There was like a small little carpet and stuff they set up for him. Y'all, we got to take some pictures. Unfortunately, I did not get to ask a question. There was other media members who were pushing and shoving, and I just don't do all that. I'm like, I don't think it's worth it. I don't think it's worth putting your hands on people just to try to get an opportunity. I don't like that. So there was like a lot of like shoving people to the side. I didn't get pushed, but I saw some of it. Anyway, Anthony Mackie walked from this red carpet room out into like the open space of the theater, and they had like a roped off section for him to just walk. Y'all, I'm not joking when I say a swarm of like 30 people approached Anthony Mackie with comic books. They're like, oh my God, sign my oh my God, Captain America, can you sign my comic? Can you? And it was just crazy. Like, I think it was like my first time seeing like what these people have to go through. And it's just like, they don't even see him as like a human being, like, it's like, they're like, oh my God, like all this scrambling and all this. It was so hectic that I was like, okay, whenever actors say things like this, it brings full perspective to what they're going through, because holy shit, that was like massive. And that was just for, like I said, Denver Film Festival, a very small festival, a smaller city than LA, New York, Chicago. So it's just like a small little Denver, Colorado. People are bum rushing Anthony Mackie at this theater. Like, it's crazy. And I totally understand Taron Egerton being like, you know what? I'm good on that. I'm good. I'm down with the selfies and all that, but all the bum rushing and all that shit. Yeah, who would blame him? That's a lot of attention. Yeah, it's a good opportunity, but I just think he's probably just so set in. He's like, yep, it's Power Rangers. God, that old Power Rangers movie. Y'all remember that? Oh, man. That's never coming back, man. Unfortunately. I thought it was actually kind of dope. I thought that was a fun little movie. Sony said that Madam Web was great. Come on, man. They are seriously blind if they think that that's the case. Sorry, guys. Just really quick, getting the posts ready here. Yeah. So that's why Taron's doing lots of movies and shows on it. Yeah, exactly. These Apple TV Plus shows don't nobody know shit about. But hey, Taron Egerton just to get that check, get in, get out, not be recognized. Unless he were on Severance or something. Like, he's good. Ooh, Captain Britain could be cool. No, you're not the only one. I like that Power Rangers movie. I liked it. I thought it was pretty good. I know a lot of people were like, this was not great, blah, blah, blah. Man, I liked it. We saw the post credit with the green jacket. It seemed that they were bringing Tommy in, and they just never came back. I was like, okay, well, I guess we got to move on. I think that did pretty bad at the box office too, didn't it? Let me just check myself there. 17. I think that's why I didn't get a sequel. Oh God, 142. Woo! 142 million at the worldwide box office. On 100 million. Yeah, that's done. We ain't never getting another Power Rangers live action movie. We're done. That's done. That's a wrap. Wow. On a $100 million budget. Yeah, that lost money. Naomi Scott, Pink Ranger. Yo, oh my gosh. I thought that was a great movie, but alas, people were not interested enough. $142 million worldwide. Wow, that's terrible. Imagine a Marvel movie doing that. Like that. That's bad. That's bad. Inner Demon Tank. Yeah, I did see that. Oh, there's another one? Hold on. We got to look that up. Thank you for the heads up. Well, we're going to look that up. Because I'm like, well, shit, if there's another video of the Inner Demon Tank. Let's see here. I saw the one from earlier, but I don't see a new one. Here's a pretty cool visual, though. I like this little comparison here. It's like the webbing got even more emphasized here. The spider looks better. That's cool. Showing the growth of the Spider-Man. No problem, Eugene, but thank you. And welcome. Let's see. I wonder if there's a couple of really good Marvel accounts. Look at this one. Man, serious upgrade. All right, let me go to, I know Cosmic Marvel or Cosmic Media. Let's see. Cosmic Media. Yeah, here we go. They're really good at getting all this shit, the Cosmic Media. Doing a little rehearsal. That's crazy that Glasgow just has like all this media. They're just like, yeah, go ahead and share everything we want. I'm like, dude, people are just catching videos of, remember when the Marvel movie sets were like so private? This is cool. You can see Tom Holland's stunt double suiting up there. I thought this is all we were gonna get today, y'all. I didn't think we were gonna get a suit reveal on Saturday. But leave it to Sony to be like, yo, look. we know it's Saturday morning, but get up out your bed. Yeah, that van. Yeah, that's super dope. We'll get to see the homecoming poster. Finally. We've been waiting and waiting, man. It's been like, when's that gonna happen, buddy? And then you see Vulture at the end of Morbius. And do you guys think what they were trying to do was over at Sony was build up that team to go against Holland? Like, do you think that's what they were doing over there? They're trying to cook up a little team to go up against Tom Holland. Because it just seemed like they were cooking up some shit over there, man. I'm like, this has to be what? Build up for Tom Holland Spider-Man? Yeah, I get that. I heart Dak Montgomery. It took me a minute to remember who, like, name and face of him. Glad the MCU has showcased powerful Spider-Man. Yeah, what's cool is, like, when he first showed up in Civil War, like, the fact that he just, like, catched Bucky's punch, that was like, whoa, okay. Like, that was super cool. I will admit that Civil War cameo where he just comes in and is just, like, ready to go and duke it out. Like, I'm like, yo, that was a great Spider-Man sequence. That made Bucky just threw it. I mean, it was like full force with the middle arm, and Spidey was just like, oh. Like, I was like, well, damn, okay, Spider-Man. Like, oh, the Batman filmed in Glasgow as well. I didn't know that. That's crazy. Yo, look at Cosmic Media. They're like, we the place for the leaks. No more set stuff though, huh? We got a couple of videos. And then there was one yesterday. I think they posted that. There was one yesterday. I was like, what's going on in this scene? No, it's not this. They didn't post it, guys. I'll go to my profile. Shameless self-promotion. This one. Yeah, it's like this guy just kind of like looking up at something. I'm like, what? What you looking at, bud? Getting the blue screen set up. Yeah, that one was from yesterday. Let's see. Spider-Man news, man. This account right here, man, they be on it. Yeah, see, here's the web shooters. Very close look. They're so hype about the suit reveals as well. Gotta love it. Oh, speaking of the post-credit. Finally, we're seeing this pay off.
And I heard a rumor. You know who he is? If I knew who he was, he'd already be dead.
Oh. Is Scorpion going to address a Vulture teleport? Dude, he just teleported out of here. Man, what a goofy like circumstance that has been. I wonder what happened there. Did Sony just say, "Oh, we really like Michael Keaton. We're going to take him, by the way. Look, it's in the contracts. We've got all the Spider-Man characters owned, so we'll take them. We'll take them." And then they just did nothing with them. Whatever Sony's doing with they don't know how to make good live action movies. Yeah, it's just like these Spider-Man villain movies. They just thought that it would be their little superhero MCU universe, and it never worked out for good reason. I just think there was just no public interest there at all. None at all. I think that for the most part, most people in the public or general audience, excuse me, most of the general audience was just like, who, man, what? This is a Marvel movie? What's going on? You have a metal arm? He was so geeking out. You hoping it's something for I like the big web shooters. I think maybe they won't be as big in the final version, but I like them. The 3 live action Spider-Man, Holland's Spider-Man is broken power scaling wise. Tell me a little bit about that. You think maybe they didn't display enough of his strength, or he's just like super powerful? Because when he was pulling those bolts, I was like, damn, move over, Toby, because like, my goodness, this dude's pulling ship halves. I'm like, my God, that was like a big, gigantic ship. Nothing that, listen, that train was tough, but I'm like, yo, this dude's like pulling a ship together. Hey, what's going on, Dark Arrow? Good to see you. Man, I love Arrow, dude. That show was so good. The only Arrowverse show I really liked. There was some seasons that weren't great, but for overall, I really, really liked Arrow a lot. Brand new day Spidey suit looks clean. It's a more updated version of the final swing suit in No Way Home. It takes elements from Toby and Andrew. Yeah, see, that blue is different. It's like it's got an updated look, a more feel, a sheen. Yeah, Arrow was dope. Oh, yeah, it did it. It didn't even rip at all. I was like, my dude, Tom. I know that there's been like debate about like, oh, Tom Holland's like the least strongest one. And I'm like, did you see him pulling those ships? Like, I know Iron Man did come and help him, but I'm like, dude, like this dude is like straining and keeping these ship halves together. A ship. Like that kid is freaking powerful. I don't know why. I wonder, because if they made TASM 3, everybody would be filling up those seats. I think honestly they could have just did Venom and TASM. Forget Madam Web, forget everything else. If they just threw everything else out and said we're gonna make the Spider-Verse movies, Venom and TASM movies, they would be having like they would just literally be killing it. But I think it's because they're leasing out Spider-Man to the MCU, so they can't have. There must be something in that contract where it's like, okay, we're the only ones that could have Peter Parker running around. We being the MCU, like we're the only ones that could have a Peter Parker running around on live action. Yep, suit didn't rip at all. I think he's just powerful, power scaling wise. Put the 3 Spider-Man in death battle. Yeah, I feel like Tom's winning. Now, some people were like pointing out, like, oh, he was struggling to go toe to toe with Goblin, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, I mean, he was about to kill Green Goblin toward the end there. Toby Spider-Man was the one that stopped him. So was he struggling against Goblin? Sure, he lost in the battle in the building, but in the apartment complex, but I mean, Green Goblin's no laughing matter, dude. Like Toby was getting his ass handed to him. Remember, he had to jump, and then the glider killed Goblin. In a death battle, Toby is likely winning. The other two have a chance of their tech. Yeah, I think in a death battle between the 3, I think I might go Tom. Well, and it does depend. Are we talking Toby, the one we saw in No Way Home? Are we talking Toby from Spider-Man 1? Like, I guess if we're talking Toby from like Spider-Man 2, let's just say we're taking Toby from Spider-Man 2, Tom from now, so Tom from No Way Home, and then Andrew from Amazing Spider-Man #1. I'm gonna say this. I think out of that battle, Toby does win. I just think that like that's peak Toby right there. I don't know if we go past No Way Home, like into No Way Home, maybe Tom could win. I don't know. Toby was able to stop Tom, and Tom tried to push the glider more, but couldn't because Toby was so powerful. Yeah, and yeah. I think Toby too has like a lot more experience in that scene, so it's like, yeah, he's put in more years, more reps as Spider-Man. So I think I'm gonna go Toby too. I think I'm gonna change my answer. Toby's got the reps, he's got the experience, he's got the strength, he's got it all. But I think that they do show Tom's Spider-Man has potential to climb greater than that. But I think if you just put him in a death battle here, I think it's like it just depends. Toby could throw hands. Yeah. Y'all, we've been chatting it up for a little while. Let me know if y'all have any more questions real quick. I'm just going to get this suit reveal posted, and then I think I'm going to sign on out, y'all. Let me make sure this is the right video. Okay, that's perfect. So I want to get this video up, y'all. I usually do these, and then I'll do like a reaction, basically, and snippet from this live stream. Just an easy way to work, y'all, because like I used to scramble and be like, oh, let me get all this up and all that. And like, it gets very tiring as a content creator when, yeah, you're trying to do 50 different things. Just make it easy. Let's see. Yeah, depending on the suit. You're right. It's like, yeah, he put some little glasses on. Man, he could just take them out, huh? Yeah, Toby and Andrew know how to get out of instant kill situations. Toby got hands. Young Toby had Gabi begging for mercy. I mean, he was folding the shit out of him, man. Then again, Gabi had already taken some Spider-Man punches. He had, like, y'all gotta admit, all of the people in No Way Home, they had their reps in, bruh. Like, those were people that were like, yo, I've been Doc Ock for this long. I've been Spider-Man for this long. Like, these people, they got their reps in. They done already fought a Spider-Man. So Goblin has fought a Spider-Man before. So he has that experience of like, oh, I know you're going to throw this punch. I know you're going to, like, he knows, even though that's a different universe, Peter, he still knows and has knowledge of Spider-Man. Oh, my goodness. What up, Anthony Perez? How you doing, man? Yeah, this is going to be great. Favorite Toby Spider-Man movie is absolutely Spider-Man 2, but Spider-Man 1 comes close. That first Spider-Man, bruh. Hey, that first Spider-Man ain't no joke. But I just think, like, yeah, for me, it's Spider-Man 2. That train scene is just one of the best in superhero cinema. And I would just say in movies in general. Excuse me, y'all. Just really quick here. Getting this posted. All right, let me get that out of private. I'll put that up in public. All right, awesome. Yeah, Toby had to those big three. That big three, man. Because like it's like Goblin, Doc Ock, and then you had Venom, and you had Hobgoblin, and you had Sandman. I'm like, yeah, he had a lot to deal with. He had a lot to deal with in his movies. You know what? Here's the thing. Everybody be trashing Spider-Man 3. Dude, I went to a screening when they were re-releasing all of them for the 20th anniversary. I went and saw all of them every Monday. And Spider-Man 3 was by far the most packed one out of all of it. I'm talking out of the Toby, out of the Andrew, out of the Tom. That one was like wall to wall, packed. I'm talking somebody sitting on the stairs. I was like, holy shit. Spider-Man 3, dude. It's the memes, it's the goofiness. So for those reasons, I really like Spider-Man 3. For storytelling reasons, not really. That movie could have just done without Venom, honestly. As much as I like Venom as a villain, it could have just focused on the Sandman as your main villain. Yep, Spider-Man 2, no cap. Spidey 1 was good, and 3 for the legendary memes. Yep, see, Dark Arrow gets it, man. It's those memes. It's those freaking memes, man. How are you feeling about the reports? We haven't discussed it yet. About the Ruffalo may appear as Hulk in the flick. Yeah, that's confirmed. So we confirmed, got the Hulk for sure. We got Scorpion for sure. They just confirmed those yesterday. Punisher, Spidey, Hulk. I love it. I love it. So people have gone around on Twitter saying, oh, well, why can't Tom just lead his own movie? We want Tom to be. And that's fair. I guess that's a fair thought and fair opinion to have. But in my opinion, I just feel like I like seeing this Spider-Man work with other characters. And somebody was saying in here, I think it might have been D Monster. Somebody else has said it, that there's potential contractual reasons why they have to have like an MCU character in there with Tom's Spider-Man. It's probably something Sony's like, okay, you can have Spider-Man, but it has to feel like an MCU movie or something. I don't know. But I just think, I don't know. I like seeing Spider-Man work with more Marvel characters. Like we have 5 Spider-Man movies where it's just Spider-Man running solo. We have them. We've had it before. It was fun. It was great. I love the Tobey trilogy. The Andrew ones were okay. I love the Amazing Spider-Man. The first one was really good. I thought the second one was left a lot to be desired, but I would like Amazing Spider-Man 3. That exists. I'm cool seeing Tom do the team ups, man. And I just think Homecoming, not really a team up. Far From Home. One could argue that Jake Gyllenhaal had a lot of time too, but that's not really a team up in my opinion. I guess you have Happy and stuff helping Spider-Man, but I just don't see those as team ups. Love Spider-Man 2 as well. So yeah, that's just my opinion is like, I would love the more the merrier. One more character who I would love to see in this lineup, Daredevil. I want to see Daredevil and Spider-Man, bruh. Maybe that's Spider-Man 5. I don't know. I want to see Daredevil. Matt Murdock. I want to see Charlie Cox. But does he? Y'all let me know. Does he have the same thing as Kingpin where it's like he can't be in the movies? That kind of sucks, bro. Like, y'all need to get a lawyer and get out of these contracts. Cry when Harry Osborn died at the that was tragic, bro. Especially at the time. I was like, Harry, really? Like, yeah, seeing Harry die, man, that sucks. Hang on, Mary Jane. Yeah, I feel that. Toby's a good one, man. He's very close second for me. Very close second. But yeah, his whole trilogy, great. I wanted to see more too. I would have loved to see a Spider-Man 4, Toby. I would have loved to see it, man. Oh, that's like a dream for me right now. I'm like, if we could somehow get the Holland trilogy to run and get a Spider-Man 4 with Toby. Oh, that would be amazing. So this is my thought. They didn't confirm or say anything else, but I think it's going to be Rampage Hulk. You've got Mr. Negative in this thing. He's going to do the Loki type of deal where he can manipulate the Hulk's mind. I'm like, oh, dude, I definitely think it's going to be Rampage Hulk. That's just my thought. Yep, Mr. Negative rumored, Boomerang, Tarantula rumored. I could see them maybe doing the Fantastic Four thing where it's like the montage. There's an opening montage of him just kicking villains' asses, and Boomerang and Tarantula are part of that. Yeah, there isn't a problem him having team ups. It's a shared universe, but we need at least one Tom Holland Spider-Man film that's solo. I mean, again, I would say Homecoming is that. Like, Iron Man pops up once, so I kind of just feel like that could serve as it, but. I mean, maybe Spider-Man 5, they'll have a more focused, no Punisher, no Hulk. But who was saying it? Somebody was saying they're like contractually obligated. I was disappointed Spider-Man 4 was canceled. Yeah. I mean, can we just see him come? Can we just see him? Remember John Malkovich was supposed to be Vulture, y'all? I want to see that. Tom Spider-Man has a better experience type than the other two live action. The other two have never fought anyone like Thanos. That's a good point. They haven't dealt with alien threats. They haven't dealt with outer world threats, but they've dealt with some shit over in their respective universes. Can't wait for the Hulk recast with a younger actor than Mark for the MCU. Yeah, we're getting we're stretching out a little here. But I'm wondering about that whole reboot thing. I'm like, okay, Kevin Feige said that, but do y'all mean it? Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm kind of just like, all right, like, because we still got so much on the table. We still got Black Panther 3. We still got Doctor Strange 2 or Doctor Strange 3. We still got Shang-Chi 2. I just feel like, yeah, when are they going to do those before this reboot? Or are they going to reboot and then do them? Like, Thor 5 apparently still happening. Like, What's gonna happen, man? Do you think Peter attempts to get MJ and Ned to remember him? I don't think so. I think at first, at least, he's gonna be kind of like shied over to the shied over. Wow, he's gonna be essentially just like really just to himself. Like I just think he's gonna just keep everything to himself, keep everything bottled up because he doesn't want them to be in danger. He feels like, oh, them knowing who I am puts them in imminent danger. So I don't think he's gonna be trying to chase them down. I don't think he's going to try to chase them down. Would you like to see Tom Holland lead the Avengers in Doomsday or Secret Wars? I don't know. I think in Doomsday you got Cap leading the Avengers, and also Reed Richards has the Fantastic Four. Yelena has the New Avengers. I think that maybe not quite, but if he could lead some faction of the Avengers, that'd be cool. I'd love to see it. Maybe like a unit. Excuse me. I think Thor 5 happens before Secret Wars. Yeah, you know, it could be that untitled movie. They've got like some movie before Secret Wars. I'm like, oh, they're not letting him lead. They don't know who he is. That's right. He wiped everybody's memory. Doctor Strange, maybe he could reverse the spell. I don't know. I don't want to see Spider-Man versus Scarlet Witch Wanda because she will wipe him off the map. I do not want to see that. No, I don't want to see that. You saw what she was doing to Thanos? No. I feel like our poor Spidey would just be toast. As much as I love Spider-Man and I'm a Spider-Man stan, that boy is getting cooked by Wanda, okay? Oh my goodness, I just saw somebody say that Tom Holland looked like he was out of shape in the suit. I'm like, my goodness, what in the world is up with people's perception of bodies? Because my goodness, I think he looks great. I'm like, dude, I don't look as lean and strong as Tom Holland, so I can tell you that much. I have no reason to comment on him looking out of shape in the suit at all. Let's see. Would you like Peter to meet Harry Osborn in college? I would like him to meet Harry Osborn in college. I think that could be a good introduction to those two in a way to get more Spider-Man characters involved here. I think we got to see Harry. We got to see Black Cat. We got to see Gwen Stacy. We got to see like the Spider-Man friends, like Spider-Man's friends and side characters. Like we need some of those more traditional Spider-Man characters back in the fray. Doctor Strange 2, Scarlet killed a lot of people. Yeah, she turned Reed Richards into some goddamn spaghetti noodles. So I'm like, her seeing Spider-Man, she was probably just gonna look at Spider-Man and he just poof explodes into a million little pieces. I don't want to see that for our boy Spidey. Sorry, y'all. I'm just replying to that comment. I'm like, somebody's really like, oh, yeah, Tom doesn't look fully in shape. I'm like, well, listen, I have no skin in that game because I'm a chunky boy. I can't be saying he don't look in shape and I'm chunky. Let me see here. Yeah, Human Torch is gone. So, yep. I wonder if they're going to show up without their Johnny. Somehow it's absolute Batman's fault. Brand New Day ends or has a post-credit scene of Spider-Man on a building. Then Doom or Fantastic Four arrive and Spider-Man says, not again. Yeah, I wonder how he's going to get mixed up in all this. I'm like, is he going to get like, is it just going to be like he's just swinging around and then his world just disappears? Oh, already ruined Flash Thompson. Don't see how they fix that. Maybe the reboot reset. Yeah, maybe so. Flash is, I actually really like this Flash. And the reason why is because he is outside of the typical Flash Thompson, just like with Michelle Jones. I feel like this version of Spider-Man, they really wanted to make it like their own. The only thing about this Flash Thompson is I'm not looking at him and intimidated at all. all. So I totally understand how you feel about that, because I'm like, I'm really not intimidated by this guy at all. Like he's not that intimidating bully. Like I will say the Flash Thompson and Andrew Garfield's Amazing Spider-Man was the best Flash Thompson we've had. Like that dude was like unlikable. Like I was like, okay, just this unlikable bully, like really kind of looks tough, looks like he could take down Spider-Man, like looks like he could take out Peter Parker before he gets the powers. That's a Flash Thompson, and that was definitely their best. But yeah, the guy who plays him now, I just think like, yeah, not intimidating. I'm like, hey, is that oh boy from Grand Budapest Hotel? Tom looks okay to me, and I'm sure if Marvel needs him to bulk up, yeah, I'm sure he's still like in the middle of getting in shape for this. Honestly, he probably is in shape. I don't know what that person was talking about. I think he looks great. They're like, oh yeah, his body doesn't look. I'm like, kind of weird. Do you think Spider-Man and Superman are the greatest superheroes? No. But I think maybe for the general like audience, if we're talking general audiences, like the general consensus, probably, you would, in terms of popularity, I would say these are the two most popular on each side of the fence. But I'm not gonna say, I don't know if I would say they're the greatest. I mean, Spider-Man to me, yes. Superman, I'm just not as attached to Superman as most. But I do like a lot of Superman stuff recently. You think Aunt May gets revived for the reset? Oh, yeah. Yeah, if we're doing a reboot, we're probably going to do... I'm thinking if they do a reboot and they recast Tom's Spider-Man, because I feel like if you do a reboot, that's going to be the case, right? You might get the origin, or what they do is a reboot and Miles is now the... Well, then again, like you were saying earlier, Sony might be like, nah, you can have Peter, but Miles, no way. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I like both Raimi and Tassim Flash. Yeah, Raimi's was so short-lived. he got handled pretty quick. In that scene where you're looking at Tobey Maguire in that cafeteria, and you're just like, dude, this is not a goddamn teenager. This is not a teenager at all. I think Spider-Man and Flash are the greatest. Yo, so my favorite DC superhero, I guess if you're asking my favorites, Daniel, I would say Spider-Man, and then on the DC end, I actually love John Stewart Green Lantern. That's my favorite over there. Yeah, so sad about Aunt May. Yeah, they basically were like, here's the Uncle Ben of this universe. Very unfortunate, man. Very sad. And Marissa Tomei was so good as Aunt May, and so it just makes it even more bittersweet seeing her go, man. Tony Stark was somewhere rolling around in his grave like, Peter, fucking for real, you couldn't save your aunt. Like the first Shazam. Yeah, that first Shazam was good. Shazam 2 though, so bad. That second Shazam was horrendous, y'all. All right, guys, I think that's about it. It's been about an hour 18. It's been a great stream, y'all. If you're around, we will absolutely be diving into more details on Monday. What's going on, Tristan? I'm actually just signing out here, but come on back Monday, y'all. We'll be talking movie news, and we'll absolutely be talking about the Spider-Man suit reveal, Hulk being in Spider-Man, Monday night, 6 p.m. Pacific time, so 6 p.m. PT. Definitely be there, y'all. We'll be talking all things movie news. But mostly this. I mean, there's nothing bigger than this bomb right here, guys. So definitely come back. And if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe button for more live streams, more short videos. Come on back to Geekly Goods. And thank y'all so much for coming through. Thank you, everybody, for chiming in the comments. And we'll see you next time on Geekly Goods.